Hello, welcome from Lemon Vibes. In this video, I'm going to tell you about unusual protests in Myanmar. But before that, what is a protest? A protest is a public demonstration or organized effort to show disapproval about something, especially government policy or practice. Then why do we protest? We protest to call for a change in administration, or a change in political system, or a change in bureaucracy or social policy of the government. There are different kinds of protests, such as boycotts, sit-ins, marches, civil disobedience, and so on. So currently the Myanmar situation is very critical since 1st February 2021 under military coup. There are mass demonstrations and nationwide protests which are keep on going. And I would like to tell is that about unusual protests that some of you might be unfamiliar or even might be find strange or interesting. Today is 24 March and I'm going to tell you that it is the silent strike of our Myanmar people. It is about keeping silent. People stay at houses, nobody's on the road, no shops are open, and no cars are on the streets or on the main roads. So I'm going to show you what is our situation outside of the house looks like. Okay, come on. So now I'm outside to show you what our main road look like on this silent strike day. I was waiting for today to record this video just in order to put in different unusual types of protest video. Another protest is that protest without people, but in Burmese we call lume tabe, which can be seen on the roads but no people, just the signs and the posters, or at night with the candles. So protests we call in Myanmar Winyin debate, and as you can see here, what is written is souls of the fallen heroes are protesting peacefully. Another protest is banging the pots and the pans. Every night at 8 p.m., Myanmar people bang the pots, as you can see here. Another one is protest by drowning. Here in the photo, you will see a lot of people stay being drowned in the water, holding the poster against military coup. Another one is car protest, and you can hear the horns blaring on the road and most of the cars pretend to break down. As here, most of the people try to protest peacefully like this. Dying down the bay. On the road, there are a lot of dolls saying that they are against the military coup. These dolls represent Myanmar, and yet that protest is somehow unusual. Protest by cousin. So, in different ways, people in our country try to protest by cousin the military general by banning their photos in the cemetery like this, but in different ways. Protest by picking up onions, rice, paper, or just sitting on the road to block the officers not to go to their offices and join the CDM. And this is how we protest peacefully, but it's kind of pretty unusual here. Protest by dolls. As you can see, a lot of cars and even Barbie is here and stuffed animal. They are a kind of protest which might be very interesting and still cute in the same time. Protest by paper boats. As you can see, these colorful paper boats will be flown on the Irrawaddy to show that they are also against the military coup, but this is a kind of protest without people. Housewife protest. In Burmese, we call ancient mother bay, and as you can see in the picture. Reciting Pali or Batan is one of the unusual protests here in Myanmar, including sit-in at night, as most of us are Buddhists. Protests without people, but with coconuts, balloons, condoms, and also umbrellas, are some kind of unfamiliar but strange protests here. Last but not least, Inle Yeboda Bay is one of the protests that you should check it out. These are unusual ways of protests in Myanmar. If you got some thoughts or ideas, any feedback, you can also write down in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.